Yo guys, what's up? Yeah, Lakuan Hero is here. Not maybe not everyone's favorite, but I kind of like it. I mean, this gun is so cute. Okay, whatever. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about this banner. Again, my standard review. I never pre-review it. I usually review it after its release, and then because I can see all the future units, like and as I said already, kind of predicted. Nike Sazabi is from the banner. It's definitely from the banner. It's not from the story. And this guy is awesome. Come on, it looks cool, man. Like so. And also it's like my standard procedure. If I do think this unit is not really that great, I'm gonna say it, right. Um, I won't overhype anything. Because me myself, yeah, I know I spend a lot, but still, I still want to spend on actually units that I like or units that I think are very cool or good, right? So let's, without further ado, talk about these guys. First of all, yes, the limited guy, Muscle Black Dragon. I think this guy's limited, right? Did they say that here? I forgot. I remember this muscle. This guy is limited. Anyway, anyway, okay. Okay, so Monster Black Dragon EX. Like this guy, first of all, very dope animation. Seriously, this is dope. And then first we can see his max upgrade. You can see that his attack is pretty low, but there is a reason to that. He has a nice mobility and quite high defense for actually support unit. Again, it's a support unit. You can use it in sky because the wings, of course, it can fly. And then ESP is okay, energy is okay, movement is good, 5, right? Standard good for any support is 5. If they have 4 movement, they are probably gonna be locked into something weird or have a very high attack like a Zaku. I think Zaku is like 11,000, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, if we go first with the tags, you will see why this thing doesn't have that much attack. Yes, tough as nail. I mean, DO is an exception because DO is like have like 11. No, come on. DO has this part, right? Increased, fire and high. So yeah, basically any tower snail you will expect them to have a base. Okay, I'm gonna say the base attack is pretty relatively low. But they usually have a a counter to that, right? First of all, the tag is Gundam, SD Gundam rival. Yep, because of the upcoming PvP. That's why Tavisdale and specialized unit, right? Specialized unit and rival both. Specialized unit. If you see this specialized unit, there's a lot of new specialized unit, new free ones, great new free ones. And these guns are actually bonkers, right? I'm gonna talk about them one by one. Starting Sunday, I guess, like. But now, let's go back to this guy, right? So, and then we have the weapon. You see, Mobile Sabe and the Solar Ray. You don't really need to think about it. You just need to focus on the Mega Bazooka. Yeah, Mega Bazooka. And also the field itself, right? You can see that the Solar Ray and Mega Bazooka has a critical. And this one is like physical weapon debuff. And this one is a defense down, alright? 6,008. Okay, for the standard pretty high, but for support it's quite good. But these guys have low attack. But is that also right? We're gonna talk about it later. This one has a 1 to 5 range, so basically you don't even need the Mega Bazoo unless you want to take the physical weapon out. That is actually good. I do think it's pretty great actually. 5 range, 5 movements, and like cover every single corner, right? There's no blind spot for this EX, which is great. Mega Bazoo has a blind spot, but yeah, whatever. But it has a critical, right? Small range as well, not like Solar Ray, so I do things like you're gonna use the field itself even as a damage dealing move most of the time. Remember that this guy, I think this Mega Bazoo is physical. Yeah, physical. Solar Ray is also spatial, and Mobile Sabe is actually beam, and field itself is actually physical special, so it's actually supporting itself. Depends on physical, right? So that's that, right? Abilities. Here's where I say like, oh yeah, the attack's 9.6 because this one. When your Vigal is max or higher, you get increased attack. So It's gonna put it around 11,000 because this is base, like base 96, and then you have 10%. Is this 96? Right, I do a mental math. So 105. Sorry, 105. No, 10,500. Pretty okay, just in the middle, not really that great, but pretty good, right? Not bad, actually, but only when Figure is max or higher. Increase max energy and also restore HP and E, and yep. This is pretty okay, pretty good because it's resolved both. So it's for the PvE states, it's actually not bad. To be honest, it's not bad. Then we go to the man of the show, the pilot itself, which you see like 800 awaken, man. This guy is not joking, yo. 800 awaken. To support, of course. Thank God. I mean, come on, you are support with one support attack. Really. This is the great part again when piloting with specific attack and executing support attack or counter. So yeah, Sirocco, welcome home. Right. So it's another kind of Sirocco. I do like this increased attack when support. Because sometimes in PvP or maybe some stages that requires you to hit hard, this is actually what you want, right? And then it has an increased awaken by 25%, and finally it has the increased damage by 15% when going with ASD Gundam. Then the thing that this guy has is actually boost range, always good on the support, either boost range or a guaranteed hit, and attack burst, which is also good on the support, and HP repair. I don't know why it's there. I will prefer Inagiri again instead of HP repair. But yeah, whatever. So on the parables, guys, are pretty great. Like seriously. The thing is like the difference between this one and actually the other toughest nail, which is the GP02, is like the ability of the pilot. Right, this guy has attack increase and everything's about increasing attack. So when you see these numbers, oh yeah, pretty low, but this actually hits hard, right? It actually has the capability to hit even harder when supporting, when supporting. So good, great unit. I mean, great support, great unit. It might not hit as hard as many, but I do think it has the access to actually hit even harder. Again, when it's support, it gonna hit hard. Then next we're gonna have Liu Pei Unicorn Gundam, right? First, let's see how it looks, and that's kind of dope, man. That's kind of dope. Not gonna lie, it's kind of dope. Yeah. Then we gonna go with the ability. You can see here, 1, 2, 3 swords. Right? These guys all about the offense, man. Movement 5. And you can see the attacks like 13,000. Let's see whether it's actually involve all of this. Yep. And rival when enemies are from specified attack. Oh, so it actually kills rival. Aha! PvP. Be careful, Muscle Gundam. They're gonna come at you. And this gonna get to duke it out with Muscle Gundam, man. If you have this guy, oh my god, this guy is insane. Alright, but again, here's the I do think it's kind of problem. Like, HP is by 50% or below. Increase on attack by 15%. Considering its HP and PvP stuff, I do think this is kind of dangerous. Unless you actually really convince you're gonna survive. If not, you're gonna have a bad timing. Units like we're gonna have limited attack is upcoming, so Sazabi gonna kill you. Sazabi gonna one shot you. So be careful about that, right? And the pilot's actually not to chance step at you. They want a chance step, so it's gotta be very careful. It has a very high potential in this one, but you got to be very careful, right? High potential. Like this one 13, you get another 7 is like a 15,000. Not as high as Charles Zaku, which is like Charles Zaku is like 16,000. This one is 15,000. And then you're gonna have the advanced rival, so you have another 15% attack if you fight another rival. So if it's attack another rival tag, you're gonna have even stronger attack than Charles Zaku, okay? Yeah, high potential. Seriously, high potential. We take the tag is a one-shot kill. Oh my god, they add another monster to the one-shot killer, okay? Yeah, yeah, one-shot killer. Yep, good luck. Good luck. Good luck not facing this guy in PvP, and good luck for it not trying to kill you in every single move, okay? Bro, one-shot killer. Okay, let's see on the attack. Oh my goodness, 7-6, pretty high to be honest. Good, 7-6 style for good for attacker. But you can see his range only 3, so that's where you can actually move around this guy. He won't be able to counter you much, but when you got into his range, you gotta pray for God that is not lower than 50% HP when he do that. If he is, you're dead. Seriously, you're dead. Ryuden Hajin, and these ones doesn't care. I mean, this guy already covered everything. But energy cost is very high. Careful on that. So you might actually go with the Ryuden Hajin a bit, or maybe Ryuhazan. Ryuhazan. You might actually want to go with Ryuhazan a bit, right? Because of 5,000 power, which is pretty great actually. So yeah, Ryuhazan and Chosetsu Ryuhazan. You're gonna focus on that too. Then we gonna have Liu Pei himself. Oh my goodness, 855 attack melee. Oh my god, this guy is insane. Right, his ability increase on 20%, melee with another 20%, and will another, and with this damage dealt 15%. Oh, so it got have 25% of below this top. I do think it's not as good as Destiny. Destiny much better on this one, but this one actually works with its ability. So if you go low, and there's, for example, like 24% or 24.99%, and you have like plus 25%, right? So it's still below 50%. So your passive is still gonna go, and you have a quite chunky HP to actually walk around and try to finish it up. But I do feel like it's a bit lackluster on that. It has high potential, to be honest, but yeah, that's the drawback on that, right? And then the ability, Force Guard. What the heck you are having Force Guard with this guy? Oh, because of you trying to survive. I'm not sure, but PvP they gotta use this a lot. They're gonna use the other one a lot, the attack burst. But this one, maybe on PvE, yeah, you're gonna kind of like you hit and Force Guard, and then you're gonna like kill one weaker enemies, and then you're gonna have a lot of this defense boost, and you're gonna survive with less than 50% HP, and then you're gonna kill a boss, something like that. I think that's why they give it this, but I will let that movement. Attack burst, and finally sway. Okay, here's the thing. The sway is there because if you are actually fighting something, you want to take damage a bit, and then you're gonna be like lower than 50%, right? So you would want to use the sway just to make sure you are still low HP, but you can hit with 100. I mean, without being attacked back, because being attacked back, you're gonna get killed. So this guy's probably high risk, high reward kind of character, and I do think it's like pretty good, pretty okay. We need that. Then we go with the Molo Command. This is a straightforward, right? 36%, base is 25, energy restoration, not the fan, but this thing is freaking cute. Seriously, this thing, the white base Pegasus is freaking cute. And then finally we have Knight Sazabi. Alright, Knight Sazabi is like a tank. It has 2 tanks. You can see this one, the stats here and the symbol here. It actually has both HP and defense buff. Like, what the hell, bro? What the hell? It's like, what? Okay, beam damage boost 20%. For the tank, I would prefer 30%, to be honest. 20%, okay. But these two is great. For the tank, really, seriously, what the hell? And then the ability is like funnel has, oh my goodness. So this is one of the few tanks that have 5 range, attack down 30%. So yeah, bro, this one is good, right? The funnel is good, but because of the range again, and it actually has 5 mobility, so it's in basically it's like 10 range. That's what make these guys kind of good, to be honest, for the tank. The next shot you don't need to care unless they got close up. You gotta use this one. Mobile Sabe, biggest beam weapon. It's only occasionally. Mostly you're gonna use the final anyway. And then we gonna check on the guy himself, the next sazabi himself. To support, yep, another SSL with 2 support. I like this plan, so we don't have to rely all the time with who's the guy again? Yeah, Yona, and also who's the guy? Yeah, Barbados guy, right? Mikazuki, okay. And then here we have defense. This guy is all about defense, man. Increase another 15% of defense, alright. And then this one also another defense. So this guy's more the defense than HP. The HP is there for flavor, I guess, because they have 55%, right? And then he has a movement, which is great. Again, high speed, very good for the tank. And then finally, Force Guard with level 3. So, pretty good tank. I do think it's pretty good tank. Oh, wait, we haven't checked on his tags. Lightning fast. Again, lightning fast. Yay! More lightning fast tank, please. Then finally, no, nothing else. Yeah, so those are the units here. So I do think these units are actually pretty good. They are okay, here's the thing. They are not great because of the link, but they are pretty good because of the link. What I mean is like here. Link's unit gonna let them be a little bit more crazy about the stats and everything. But because it's being linked, so it has its own limitation that you have to. I mean, you cannot change the pilot, right? You can't change the pilot, and you cannot even use the pilot on other things. So that's one thing that actually limiting it. But it's actually the good thing that makes it you can go crazy with it. Like, I mean, you can design this a bit more crazy than other Gundam, like without because you don't need to worry like if this guy's in another Gundam, like or this guy's being piloted by another pilot. So how crazy they're gonna be, right? So yeah, that's the good thing about this link unit. But the minus about is also it's a link unit, right? So but stats wise, capability wise, these two are great. Liu Pei is actually a very high risk, high reward kind of unit, so you gotta be a little bit more careful on that. But it has, if you can actually trigger its 50% HP, below 50% HP, that guy is a beast. Like, no, basically it has like 15%, like 15,000 attack if you get below 50%, and then if you fight another rival, it's gonna have another, so it could actually potentially like 17,000. Great potential. I mean 1650 or 70 around that, like 16 to 17,000, which is that's gonna be put it stronger than Charles Zaku, I think. But yeah, Charles Zaku is like more, yeah, don't touch me, I'm gonna kill you. This one is like, hit me bro, hit me, like. So Nike Amuro very limited. I think wait. Let me check on again on Nike Amuro again. No. Yeah, Nike Amuro is a Gundam Tech All Specialized Unit, as the Gundam All Specialized Unit, which is upcoming PvP. So yeah, there's that. I think it's a better version of Noan. I think Noin. Wait, do Noin have heal? If Noin has heal, then Noin is better, I think. So but the Muscle Black Dragon pretty good actually. If you can trigger the morale boost kind of thing, it actually can help. But you remember that this guy doesn't have morale. So it does have to, like, counter and support a lot, but it has the increased range and also attack burst. So yeah, what do you think about this? Okay, surprisingly, I do think this banner is good. I can't really say it is as good as the Banshee, because again, VD is such a good pilot with the Banshee itself, right? So that's that, and Master Asia is a very good high critical guy. This one is like a little bit more niche, but actually I might say it might actually have on-par capabilities, especially the Muscle Black Dragon. I do think Muscle Black Dragon has high capabilities. Liu Pei, high risk, high rewards, and yeah, Sazabi is good. Sazabi is very good tank. It's a tank, right? And that's with the 5 range, insane, great. I think it's like 30%, right? The attack down is 30%, which is kind of insane, to be honest. For the tank, like 30%. Yeah, this is awesome. Like 30% down is great. Usually tank has 25% instead of 30. So yeah, that's all I think about it. It's pretty good banner. If you like the character, you can pull. If you think that skipping, it's okay. It's not a must pull. It's not a very high high kind of a high value banner like we have in the high new, but it is a very pretty good and pretty strong banner, to be honest. It does got helped a lot by the sazabi, because again sazabi with the block, 2 blocks, and also 30% down is good. Alright, so yeah, that's all for me today, and see you next time. Bye bye.